Once upon a time, there was a bear. Who's a big fluffy bear? I would never speak like that to a real bear, and I advise you not to speak like that to real bears. They don't like it, they'll eat you up in a flash. Luckily for me though, I'm not in this story. The story just concerns the bear and the once upon a time, and the once upon a time concerns the bear waking up one springtime. Now, as you probably know, bears sleep the whole winter long, and they wake up in the springtime and they are starving. You know when you wake up in the morning and you're just so hungry, you can't wait to go downstairs and have your breakfast. Well, imagine that, but you've been asleep for months and months and months. Wakes up in the springtime, yawns, and immediately sets off into the forest looking for stuff to eat. He blunders around. The bear, he eats little rabbits and birds and fishes from the rivers, and that's not enough. And he finds a spaghetti bush and eats the spaghetti off the spaghetti bush, slurps it all down, finishes the lot, and still he's hungry. He blunders further into the forest, goes many versts into the trees, and there he smells something delicious. And he snuffles around on the ground and starts digging and digging and digging and digs up chicken nuggets. Oh, delicious. And eats these chicken nuggets, delicious, from under the ground. And still he's hungry, and he goes deeper into the trees and deeper into the forest than he's ever been. And then he finds a milkshake mousse, and he milks the milkshake mousse, and out of one teat comes chocolate milkshake, and out of another teat comes strawberry milkshake, and he slurps them down. He finishes all the milkshake in the milkshake mousse, and when it's totally empty, he keeps going through the forest. He's still hungry, ladies and gentlemen, he's still hungry. And then the bear blunders out in a rage of hunger into a clearing. He's never seen such a thing before. He's standing in an ornate garden. It's remarkable. I don't know if you've ever been in a proper, fancy, lovely gardens with exotic flowers from all around the world, and the water feature, and the croquet lawn, and the summer house. He can't believe what he's looking at. And he looks right over at the end of the garden, and he sees, standing there, watering the flowers, a gardener. He's just very calmly about his business, watering the flowers. And the bear thinks, tasty, a gardener, I'll wolf him down. He'll be the perfect thing. Finally, a proper meal. I'm still so hungry. This'll be a real breakfast. And the bear blunders towards the gardener, and the gardener doesn't suspect a thing. He just carries on watering his flowers just like that. Not aware at all there's this bear coming towards him, gonna eat him up, but the bear stops before he gets to the gardener. And he feels this funny feeling. It's a strange and mysterious thing. It starts in his right foot, and it's a sort of tremor, and it goes up to his knee, and then it shoots up until it's beating in his heart. And the bear, he gazes at the gardener, and he feels this feeling, and he can't take another step towards the gardener. And he realizes he's fallen in love. The bear has fallen in love with the gardener. He doesn't want to eat him anymore. He hides in the bushes, and he just gazes out upon the gardener, and he watches him. And all the while, the gardener just carries on watering his plants. And the bear, he watches him until the sun falls down behind the horizon to sleep. And then the bear goes home to his cave, and he himself goes to sleep. And the next morning at first light, he goes straight back to the garden. He doesn't eat anything along the way. And he watches. He just gazes at his gardener. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day after that. And all the while, the gardener just carries on watering his flowers. Now, one day, the bear's in his bush, and he's watching his beloved gardener, the love of his life, watering his flowers, as he always does. And a bee, a busy bumble, bounces past on the breeze and buzzes over the bear's head and lands straight on the gardener's shoulder. And there it sits. And the bear, a bee! He might sting my precious love. How dare he? Now the bear, desperate to protect the gardener, runs straight up to him, closer than he's ever dared to get. And he raises a great big powerful claw, and he brings it down. And of course the bee falls down squashed, dead. But so does the gardener. And the bear looks down at the gardener, and he realizes that the gardener was a robot. All along he was just a robot. And that's why the whole time he just stayed every day watering his flowers. Just like this. Not doing anything different. He was a robot. And the bear, well, he picks them up with his great big paws and he blunders back to his cave. There's a little dent in the gardener and the bear manages to bang it out. And when the gardener looks like he did originally again, when he looks good again, well, the bear sets about making him a garden. And he makes him a beautiful garden, or at least as beautiful as he can make. And he gets him flowers and vegetables and all sorts of nice things. And the gardener tends the garden, just like he's programmed to do. Like a good robot, he waters his flowers every day. And the bear can have him living with him all year round. And I'm very pleased to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the robot gardener and the bear, they live happily ever